Great to see you, Annette. You need to unmute.
Now I'm visible or hearable.
You will be able to speak. Welcome to room number 2. I hope soon the other Lions friends are coming.
No, they're on the way. They're on the way.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you, Roxandra.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Welcome to room 2.
Carlos has to open his microphone.
Yes, please open your microphones and mute. And if you are willing, you can show yourselves. If not, it is not a problem.
But it would be nice to see you.
Yeah. Hello, Phil.
Hi. How are you?
Hi, Phil. Hi, Carlos. Daiva. Welcome to room 2. Maybe it will take a few minutes to have all the other guests around.
Hello.
Let's be patient. Hello. So we have which countries? Romania, Roxandra, Phil,
Yes.
UK, Annette?
Sweden.
Sweden. I'm from Bulgaria.
Okay.
Carlos, we can't hear you. Daiva?
Lithuania.
Welcome.
Thanks.
And Hakan should be from Turkey.
Yeah, and we can't hear him either.
Yeah, I'm from Turkey, Istanbul. Good evening to all.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Unfortunately, I have a very poor internet connection, so I need to turn off my camera.
That's okay.
That's okay. It is important to hear you. We hope you will be with us. Hello, Karin.
Hello, Anelia.
You come from?
I'm from Austria.
Austria. Okay.
Welcome.
Yes. I was
Marika?
governor in the district, and yes. Now I'm past district governor, and yes, I would continue with New Voices. It's my passion.
Wonderful. Hello, Fikret. We have a lot of people already around.
It took for a while to join the group too. I don't know what happened.
Maybe something went wrong. I apologize. This time Elizabeth took the control, so maybe she faced some issues, but never mind. We have 30 minutes to discuss, and welcome again to room number 2. I'm Anelia from Bulgaria, current district governor and a proud member of our New Voices Europe team. So our topic is to discuss and to hear your ideas. What could we do, or maybe not do, as lions and Leos to be more attractive to the outside world? Do you think we need more visibility, or maybe it is better to be modest, to be shy, to stay hidden, to keep secret what we are doing? Because I have met also such thoughts on that. So I would like to listen to your ideas and to discuss, and maybe we ask questions, and we will be able to talk about that. So who is willing to take the stage first, and then I hope everybody will have a few minutes to discuss. Welcome, Annette.
Okay. I'm past district governor in Sweden, and I have also served as GMT in MD 101. And on top of that, I'm president of my Lions Club, which is actually a club who has an average age of just below 80. And yesterday we actually had a meeting discussing how we would actually continue with the club. And I have also had a discussion today, this morning, with our zone chairman. And I have a vision. I have had a vision for years, and I have ideas. So couple of years ago when I was GMT, I invited Leos and Young Lions in Sweden to actually come to a meeting and tell us old lions what they wanted and how they wanted to have the future made to be able to actually work for their group of age. And they came up with a very good how should I say? They came up with a good plan, and we invited them to the Swedish convention, etc. And they have an idea, for instance, about the new ways of making clubs, not necessarily clubs that are attached to a certain area or a place, but more clubs that are attached to a certain interest. So more like speciality clubs. And from my point of view, I actually think that is how we need to do to attract especially younger members, other groups of members, because in our country we have a very homogeneous or very static group of people who joins Lions, basically above 60, almost pensionized.
Yes.
And I think that is true for very big parts of Europe.
Thank
And
you,
this-
Annette. If you allow me, we need to hear
Absolutely.
everybody
Yeah.
just quick ideas. What do you think? Why we need to be attractive to the outer public, apart from inside our clubs? Do we need? Yes, Karin, welcome.
Welcome. I'm Karin from Austria. I am a past governor, and I'm in the district where the capital Vienna is. And so we have the problem in Vienna because there are so many clubs where many old members. But now I think there's a very good idea to continue with the youth, and the youth will have this new program with the Youth Award, the Youth Ambassador Award. So it will be a possibility to make it visible by social medias. And so we did it in our district, and it was a very good success. And now young people are interested to have a look to Alliance, and but they don't like to be a Leo. They want to be Lions, because the problem is they don't accept the ideas of the younger people, but they want to be a lion because lions have more ideas and have more funds, financial funds. So they have good ideas to continue, and I think it's the best idea to speak and to invite young people, especially now in our time with Corona, because they use the internet, and they communicate in this time only by internet, and so they have many projects. They will be made by internet or with internet, in school, outside school. And so we had in my town, in my club, a good project, and this project won now this youth award. And I think it's a very good social project, and they have many ideas how to continue in our society. And so it would be a good idea to invite in clubs young people only for speaking to get new ideas.
Yes, I think we all agree that we need young people. The question is what practical actions we have to follow and how to be attractive for new young members. If you have any practical ideas how we can attract them, then it will be very valuable to share. Yes, welcome, Fikret.
Hello, hello, nice to see you all.
Hello.
Familiar faces here. Well, I heard the question, this number is question 2. I think it's about the visibility of the organization, but I think it's also about the doing something relevant. Because if you're talking about the young generation and layer clubs, I mean, we should familiar with their choices, what they do or what they want to do. I mean, do you use WhatsApp? Do you use TikTok? I mean, do you use Instagram? Are you active as social media user? I mean, because young generation, I mean, I'm 34 years old, so I still believe I'm young.
Still
so
young, yes.
what we do, I mean, we like doing something relevant. And sometimes, I mean, I have a kind of debate in my Lions Club because the older generation and young generation, we sometimes do not really understand each other because we want to do fundraising activities. But I mean, the older generation said, I mean, look, it's going to take time, so how are we going to do that? But the young generation wants to in street and wants to get more visibility. So I will say, if we want to have, if we want to get layers to get more cooperate with the Lions Club or other non-governmental organization, we should do something relevant. And we should use social media, and having familiar media or social network presence is also a good strategy, I will say. Yeah. So, I mean, I think the old generation, older layers, I think they try to understand the young generation, what we want to do and how we want to do. I think that's the thing, I will say. Thank you.
Thank you, Fikret. Anybody else to comment? Yes, Mick.
Hi, my name's Mick. I'm the GMT lead for District 105A in the UK. New Voices is one of the things that comes under my role. I'm a great believer that if we were going to become more attractive with the outside world, we have to get to know them. It's very important. We need to reach out to these people, get involved in joint projects with them, not necessarily plan them for them, but really to help them, you know. And if we just sit in the background and let them do the work, identify some key projects that we can get involved in, because once the younger people realize what we're doing, their parents will realize as well. A good example of a key project you can do is, I'm sure there's the same project all over the world. It's called World Challenge, where the kids from school will go to a different country, normally Asia or Australia, and besides sort of getting used to the place and visiting the place, they get involved in projects. One of the things that we do is that we will sit down with these teenagers and say, what sort of project do you want to do? And we will help fund it. And we did that one in India, for example, where the school went out there and their idea was to help to build a kitchen for a hospital, which was out in the country. So we actually paid for the raw materials for them to actually go out and help to build this kitchen for this hospital. Once you start doing things like this, you get a lot of publicity by word of mouth. You know, the schools will publicize it, the school's parents will publicize it, and you soon get yourselves known. Another way that you can do it is to reach out to other organizations like Rural Youth in Europe or the Young Farmers or one of the environmental groups and do joint projects with them, you know, discuss a project and say that we will help you, we will part fund this. And this may be something simple like taking one of our 5 pillars like sight and collecting used spectacles, sending them out to different parts of Europe. They'll go to Africa, so that the people in Africa have actually got spectacles where we supply the frames and somebody else supplies the lenses. So again, it's an area where we're getting very involved within the local community. And, you know, we have talked, it has been mentioned already about young leaders in service and young ambassadors. You know, why do we keep it just for Lions? You know, we're going to start getting together with different organisations. They have may have people that are very good candidates, you know, to do this, especially young leaders in service. And I think if we start to do that, we then get a good we got good PR. And the other thing is, don't just rely on the normal social media. Try to get onto your local radio stations and talk about Lions. You've got a good audience, and that way you can get a lot of people interested. Thank you.
Thank you, Mick. So it is good to search for partnerships and to work with partners and to speak about Lions, to show our pride, and even including wearing our pins and vests and speaking every day about what we do. And anybody else to share a good experience how you in your club you promote Lions and make it to be attractive for outer public? Or if you prefer, we can discuss what we should not do, because sometimes it is also, yes, Phil.
Hi, if I speak now, I can follow on from Mick, because I agree. And also something that Karen said, I feel quite strongly about attracting to the youth. Young Leaders in Service was an international program back in 2001, and it sort of faded. But we use it really big in the UK. The LCI said we were probably one of the biggest users. Now, I don't know whether, so therefore I don't know whether you know what it is. It's basically recognizing young people that do humanitarian or charity works in their community. That could be looking after their parents because the parents are sick or not well. It could be in the scouting movement. It could be in the Red Cross. It could be anything in the community where they're doing good. It could be litter picking. It could be anything. So what the school teacher, we get the school teachers to collect the number of hours that these young people serve. And when they've done 25 hours, they can get a silver certificate, and 50 hours for silver and 100 hours is gold. It has a lovely gold seal on it, and it used to have the signature of the international president, but we've redesigned it in the UK because International have really slowed down using this program. Then what we do is we try to have an event in a school. So we make a big presentation. We ask the civic leader. They come to the one evening and the school run the project. The young people hand out cups of tea and biscuits, etc. There's a presentation by the civic leader and the Lions recognizing the young people. And they give them their certificates and there's some nice speeches, but the audience are young parents. There's a club, there's a branch club immediately if you work well. There's a Leo club. It's a fantastic audience for starting afresh. And the second one is the vision screening camera. You do the vision screening, you send the child home with from the school with a letter saying, please have your eyes checked automatically, but a little stronger if the camera has found an issue. and they take an envelope home for the parents. And in the envelope, it has, do you realize if you're over 40 years of age? So Fikret, you're safe at the moment. Do you realize that if you're over 40 years of age, you should have had your eyes tested, because if you have glaucoma, my father had glaucoma, and you're 40 and over, all we can do is treat it. If you're under 40, we have an opportunity of arresting. No cure. And then we send literature about macular degeneration, everything about eyes, low vision, muscular eye problems. So secondly, we go to the parents, because and they're young parents, because their kids are 8, 10, 11. So that's the two things, and it matches up with what Mick was saying. The young leaders in service then gives you the opportunity to look for your young ambassadors. And the final plug is this Saturday is the European finals of the Young Ambassador competition, and the link is being released tonight on Facebook.
Great, Phil. Thank you so much.
May I just ask a question, Anna?
Yeah.
The topic is how we get more attractive to the outside world as Leo and Lions.
Yes, the topic is what we can do, or maybe we don't do, as Lions and Leos to be more attractive to the outside world.
Yeah, but it's both Lions and Leos.
Yes, because we usually New Voices support Leo.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to clarify. I also noticed that Hakan has his hand raised, so
Yes,
I think he wants to say something.
Thank you, District Governor. I'm almost 60 years old, and I'm the president of the 50 years old Lions Club. You can guess easily how old the members are. At least half of them older than me, and I have to manage these lions. But my real or priority is to keep the Lions Club sustainable. So we need to communicate with the young people. So we open the new communication channels. I'm totally agree with Fikret. We need to learn their languages. We need to use the applications like the LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and we also record our all meetings, regular meetings, and publish them in our YouTube channel, and we call it Etiler Lions Kulübü TV channel. So it works. So we meet the Leos. It's the first line, but we need to find the new white colors. So we can have an experience with the LinkedIn, with the other social accounts. So it was a treasure, really, really big treasure. We always share our posts in LinkedIn account. So there are too many people come to visit our meetings. We do not invite or even call the young peoples. We just inform them. It works. So the members are less than 20 at the beginning of my term. Now we reached 40 plus. In January, we had a ceremony to new candidates. So we salute them as a Lions. The number is 16. It's huge number when you compare with the total number of the members. So I advise to open the channels by using the social media. It works. I still cannot understand or solve the TikTok, but I'm very familiar to other social media accounts. So that's my advice, and thank you for letting me to speak, to share my ideas with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hakan. It was very useful to share your experience.
Situation exactly the same in Northern Cyprus. Yeah, exactly the same.
It seems to work everywhere. Anyone else? Yes, Mick, welcome.
Sorry, I just got one more thing to add. In my club, what I've done, as I'm the membership chairman, I have appointed 2 of our members to be like community liaison officers. And the reason there's 2 is because I believe it is too much work for one person, and they'll lose heart fairly quickly. And their role is to keep in contact with schools, keep in contact with youth organisations, but also keep in contact with other organisations so that we can forge the links. And it works quite well.
Thank you. Do you sponsor Leo clubs, being Alliance clubs, anybody of you? Maybe you know that Leo clubs are formed as a club next to a certain Lions club, and each Lions club can have as many Leo clubs as he is able to create and to charter. Anybody of you, do you have such experience or no? My club has a Leo club, and I would advise that you try, because it is really great fun, and we are doing things together, and they are having opportunity to learn, to grow, to develop as future leaders. And for us, it's very easy when we have them next to us to support our services, and they are really very enthusiastic to do different projects. Hakan is raising your hand. Yes, welcome.
Thank you. Already we had a Leo club with 15 members, and 2 of them, the president of the club and the previous president of the club, are our Line Leo members. 2 of them joined already to Lions Club. So we sponsored a new club establishment. It was all the processes completed by the end of the December of the last year, and we are planning to launch a new branch club. So we have a big family in our Etiler Lions Club with a Leo, with a branch, and the brand new Lions Club. It was the result of our performance. It was the result of being proactive in the social media and to create communication channels with the young people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hakan. So I feel, and I've seen the note from Elizabeth, that we have a few seconds, probably more, to wrap up. If anybody has missed to add something, now is the moment. I tried to take notes, and will do my best to present shortly when we go back to the main room. Yes, Ruxandra, welcome.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ruxandra. I'm from Romania, and I've been a Lion member for 2 years or something. I have one short idea to share with you. You could attract young leaders and young lions or Leos by organizing small events. You can do it online as well, where you talk about the Lions family and all the activities. We did that in Romania, and we managed to get a few teenagers and colleagues of mine to join the Leo Club that I was a member of 3 or 4 years ago. So you can do that in universities as well, and help fund Leo Lion clubs or campus clubs.
Wonderful. And I also believe that the most important is to engage them in service, because this is when they see what we do, and they get the passion to do things for other people, and then maybe the results are coming up.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Roxandra.
Thank you.
we still maybe have some time, so feel free to speak and to share something.
The only thing I would add, if I can, Anelia, is when
Yeah.
I described in a school and the civic leader, you also have the newspaper there taking pictures of the young people having their certificates presented.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is very good for taking the story to the bigger public.
Newspapers.
Yeah, media, everything. Radio station, everything.
Yeah, I have noted.
Thank you for sharing. Good meeting.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody,
Elizabeth.
for sharing.
Thank you.
We go back to the main room and see you.